Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to do an exploded animated assembly of your puzzle cube piece. This is after you've actually created an assembly file. So after you create that full assembly file and you have the .iam that's finished, I want to show you how to do an IPN file. Your finished product is going to look something like this. You're going to be able to come up here and click animate and click the play button, and whenever it's all said and done, it'll actually show how the pieces slide together to form your actual puzzle cube, which is a kind of a cool little feature, right? So that's what I want to show you. That's the end product of what we're working with today. Okay. In order to do this, we're going to have to go through, and I'm just going to minimize this one. Okay. We're going to have to go through and we're going to have to create a new presentation file. A presentation is what we're working with. Is a .IPN. Okay. Whenever you come in here, the first thing you want to do is click Create View. And then you have to go choose the file of the completed assembly that you want to work with. Now, if you already have the assembly open, like I do down here, then it's going to default to find that one. Otherwise, you're going to have to click here and browse and find your assembled cube that you were working on. Okay, so I'm going to click there and click Open. I'm not going to have any of this stuff checked. I'm just going to click OK, and it's going to show me the completed version. Okay. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here so I can see more of the cube. What I'm going to do now is in order to pull these pieces away one at a time, first of all, I'm kind of going to think about the order that I would arrange them, and I'm going to pull them away in reverse order, right? So the last piece, in other words, whenever I would build this, would probably be that green piece, okay? So I'm going to come up here, I'm going to tweak components. I'm going to click here, okay? And there's always two things that you need to do in the next step, okay? The first one is you need to decide what direction it is, and then you need to decide how far it needs to go, okay? You'll notice that I have three arrows here, one of which is highlighted right now. Okay, so that arrow that's highlighted is going to be the direction that you're getting ready to slide the piece. And you'll notice that that changes based on wherever I hover on the green piece, right? So right now, if I stopped, my green piece would slide upward. Oh, now to the back in the distance. Here it's going to slide out, okay? And I know the way that my puzzle cube fits together. I know that I want it to slide out, so I'm just going to click here while this is highlighted, okay? Now, in the next step, I can drag it out if I want to. Yeah, it's not actually letting me. There we go. Okay, I can drag this out. I accidentally selected multiple pieces. I don't really want to do that. I can select multiple things at a time, but that's not what I'm going to go for right here. So I'm just going to let off this. I'm going to hit the red X and cancel out. I'm going to try that again. Okay, tweak components. I want to pull the green piece out. I think an easier way to do this is just to type a number in here. So like, for instance, if I slid it out 4 inches, right? I can see that that's far enough away that I can see everything else in the background. In other words, the green piece doesn't cover up anything in the rest of the assembly, right? And so that's what I want to keep, and I have two options at this point in time. I can either hit the check mark, and that'll click OK and shut down the menu, and I'll have to go in and tweak components again, or I can hit plus, and what plus does is it applies this tweak, and then it allows me to go without going and clicking on this again. I can go and create a second tweak. So I'm going to click apply. And then I'm going to repeat the process for the next puzzle cube piece, for instance, this blue one, right? So I'm going to click here. I want to slide it out this direction. And I want to go a distance of 4. That looks good. It's far enough away that I can see everything that's left in the irregular assembly, okay? And I'm going to click the plus button. I'm just going to repeat this all the way throughout until I have everything slid away to a distance where I can see each component individually, and nothing is blocking anything else, okay? That's the idea. Now, some cases there may be, like, let's say that we slid 2 parts out and they were lying over each other. I do want you to see that you can do this. Ready? I can hit plus. I could go choose the blue piece again and even go slide it upward if I wanted to get it out of the way of something else. Okay? So, if I stopped after this, I'm going to click OK, and I'm done, right? No more tweaking. If I wanted to tweak some more, I would have to go and I would have to click this button. But what we're going to do is this. Ready? When I click the animate button, that's what I do to check and see what my work looks like. There are some options up here as far as like moving forward and backwards. There's a play button. There's a reset button, which moves everything back out to the exploded view. Over here, the intervals button is the other thing you might want to pay attention to. The lower this number, the faster it goes. So in other words, right now with the 25, that means it's going to hit 25 little steps on the way to go into its piece. So just watch. Ready? When I hit play, it takes 25 little steps in order to slide back into place. And you can see, by the way, that it did 2 tweaks there, and then this one takes a few more steps, right? I can go and reset this, and then make this like a 15, for instance, and you're going to notice when I apply this that it goes faster. It's only 15 steps. Not much of a difference, but it is a little bit different, right? So that's what you're about to do. You're going to do that with all 5 of your puzzle cube pieces. Well, 4 of them, because the red one is grounded. From previous videos, you understand that. The red one is grounded and does not move, but the other 4 need to be pulled away from it, and you do it in reverse order of how you would actually build it. So since the green one would be placed last, I pull it out first. Hopefully that makes sense. If you need a little help, come ask me for directions. Also understand that you can always do changing of views, right? And you can look at this thing from multiple different angles if that helps you with the pulling apart of your pieces.